I would do, I have an SLS. I just have an SLS right behind me. Let's play with him if we can. Okay, give it beans. And I don't know if he accelerates, but he's gone. Like, he's totally gone. And we're at 270 again. Hey guys, I'm T in Cars and welcome aboard. And today you see me sitting in quite a powerful car because I am in the MH5 800 and I'm currently on the way to Bispingen. But I wanted to use the opportunity that I'm in the car completely alone for 300 kilometers. I wanted to use the opportunity to do a little review of the car, and I just wanted to start my second GoPro, and my second GoPro is completely flat. I don't know why, because I know I charged it, but it won't work. So I have one GoPro, and I have my camcorder, and I have 800 horsepower in a BMW M5 competition edition, actually, not to be mistaken with the M5 competition package or the 30 years edition M5. The competition edition is a completely different model. Of course, it's based on the M5, but it got all kind of sorts of extras to it. So this is one of 200. So there's only 200 of these made, and 200 means there's only 50 SLS Black Series less than this one, and there's 150 SL65 Black Series more than this one. Where was I? So this is actually the competition edition. This means I think it's about 600 horsepower stock, so raised up from 575 to 600, and the Newton meters is already like mental, about 700 or something. I know that I looked it up a month ago, but I don't know it. But this one now has 800 horsepower, seriously 800 horsepower, and the Newton meters is, I think, somewhere around 1100 Newton meters in a kind of a saloon with which you can like travel so easy, have your family in the back and all that. But this car, and this is why I'm on the Autobahn. No, actually I just need to get to a place that's 400 kilometers away, but this is the perfect territory for that car, the Autobahn. It's huge, it's heavy, and it's just not the car that you take for a little drive on mountain roads. This car got way more horsepower, but I think it's super subtle in the way. Like, Manhart has done some additions to it, like you have the full carbon hood with all the vents to get active cooling in the engine bay, and this car needs active cooling. I think it's got, because I couldn't even read about this because I needed to get on the Autobahn so fast. I think it has modified turbos, it has ECU tune. The car basically, the car works like a normal M5, like an M car. You have all your damper and throttle response or powertrain settings. You have your M steering wheel, of course, with a Manhart badge in the middle. Only thing that you can see that it's modified apart from the Manhart badge is the all-round display that's in the middle, and the all-round display shows me if my flaps are open or closed. It shows me how many Newton meters I use, how many horsepower I use. It shows me all my bar and boost situation, and you can control it via like remote control with the steering wheel, so it's no touchpad or something. I mean, the cool thing in Germany is I could pass the police here with 250 and they, okay, it all cleared up a bit. Fifth gear and throttle. 220. Shit. Okay, I want to go quite passing the police. Okay, we passed the police. Now I have a car in front of me. But this was, I started out at 110. And that was the moment when I pushed the throttle, and you heard that the car was louder, and the moment I said 220, it actually said 220. That was a few seconds. Like, that's nuts. It's just so fast. And that's the coolest thing about the car, actually, that it's so utterly comfy. It's just so super comfy. But the moment you need it and you want it, this car, like, all hell breaks loose. And I mean, I'm not in any sport setting. I'm not in the M2 setting, which I could turn on, but I won't, because I want to give the car back in one piece. But that was just, it's so much ease. Like, you're 100 kilometers an hour, and even a car like a GTI, something with like 200, 250 brake horsepower or horsepower, those cars are very fast, of course, and in a straight line they give you quite an excitement. But this car gives you the excitement when you are at 100 or even 200 kilometers an hour. This car will still excite you. You will still not feel any limit of speed, but you still feel no lack of power, but it's without any drama. Of course it's loud, but it's not like in a Lamborghini and starts all to scream out, and yeah, this is just without any drama. Like, of course you hear that now. Downshift, 5th gear, and go, push. 90, 200, 223, there's a corner. Okay, now it's 6th gear, 250, 270 now, 270, okay. Wow. Traffic, hard in the brake, not too hard in the brakes. So that was just almost 270 out of nowhere. I have an SLS, I just have an SLS right behind me. Let's play with him if we can. Okay, give it beans, and I don't know if he accelerates, but he's gone. Like, he's totally gone, and we're at 270 again. I think this car has, like, I think 570 horsepower, and it's quite heavy because it's got the gull wing doors and all that. But he was just gone. I don't even know if he pushed it. I think he pushed, but he can't. Oh, that was crazy. I just raced an SLS. And the SLS had no chance at all. But I think he kind of likes it. We can just give him the go. We let him pass and try to stick on. There he is. This is so cool. I like the little spoiler though. I think the SLS is a really cool looking car, but I think on the standard SLS the exhaust isn't the coolest. So guys, I found out this car, if you have the windows down and you're not on the Autobahn, it's not bad at all sound wise. So let's give you a little expression, yeah? Can't accelerate more because there's cars, but have you heard that? V8. Let's give you another example. Super windy. Can you hear that? And you can really hear the turbo spool up sometimes. That's really cool. When I got into the car, I was more like, this car is so powerful, so massive, I don't know if I really want to drive it actually. But it was super pleasant, like the whole drive, because like it was Like we drove so long, the whole drive was so pleasant, even on the co-driver's seat. And the cool thing about the cars, it just doesn't look that like beastly. And compared to the MH2, we got so many looks in the MH2, or actually the people that were driving the MH2 got so many looks. And this one is almost mistaken for a normal BMW, apart from that it's super loud, but people who don't know, they won't recognize, I think. And yeah, I can see why the CEO of Manhart has chosen this as his personal car, because it's just the car for, yeah, maybe a 40-year-old that has lots of experience when it comes to fast cars, and someone who just wants to have the fastest car that you could possibly get, I think. Or like some of the fastest cars, like an insane mental amount of horsepower. But someone who still wants to drive who wants to look pretty solid and not too showy, and that's what the car is for. I think with that said, let's just end the video here. And as always, guys, if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you want to, and I see you guys next time.